Right, I've started recording, so tell me who you are.
Okay, I'm Jono Bacon, and I'm the organizer of the Community Leadership Summit. So I basically came up with the idea about 3 or 4 months ago, and I was going to a lot of conferences and I was seeing people talk about community, and I was seeing people offering ideas and input on how to build great community.
Right.
And I just realized that a lot of the discussion was often not very practical. It was social science, discussion about gift culture and social economies and all that kind of stuff, which is important, but to me it's like, it's the foundations. It's, you build all this important hands-on stuff on top. But also a lot of it was very, very product focused. It was focused on individual projects, like, I talk about Ubuntu and people talk about Fedora and OpenShield, whatever else.
Right.
And I just wanted to provide an environment in which we could all get together and have conversations about community and have them from the perspective of producing environments in which people could talk safely about the topics and not feel like they had to have an agenda.
Okay. You mean like a corporate agenda, or worried about what the company line might be, or the nonprofit line?
So I'm a firm believer that no single company, no single product deserves to have a great community. Everyone deserves to have a great community, and part of my interest and my goal is to help facilitate great community building across various means. So I wrote a book recently called The Art of Community, which is being published by OReilly in August. I wanted to do a summit, and to make sure that these resources are available for free. So the book is going to be available under a free Creative Commons license, but you can buy it in bookshops if you want. This summit is free, and I intend it to be free, but to provide a really, really objective, welcoming atmosphere in which people can just learn how to build awesome community.
So you talked about how the ideas came out.
Yep.
Then how did actually putting it together end up working out? Did you call on connections that you had? Did you write a blog post and somebody noticed it and said, hey, let me help? What happened?
So what happened was I contacted a friend of mine who works for OReilly, and I said, look, I want to do this thing. I'd like to have it before a conference so people can just extend their trips to come, because it's the first event, it's unknown. People need to be able to, they're not going to commit to traveling to this, so I wanted to put it on the edge of a conference. That means that when people come along, they can check it out. And then next year, they're probably going to be able to justify the travel. Moscow seemed the most logical place. I called OReilly and they're like, yeah, we can give you some space. And then I basically did most of the other stuff in terms of the printing. I put the website together, I got the Google group together, got the wiki online, all that kind of stuff. Organised the resources, organised the sponsorship. But there's definitely a bunch of people who helped in terms of coming down and helping with, I had some calls with Carsten Wade and Grant Bowman and Leah Hamlin and my wife and various other people who really came together to help the execution of the event as well. So
you kind of crowdsourced getting it all put together.
And it's something that I think in future years we can get more and more coordinated. It was just the last 6 months have been the busiest 6 months of my life. And
so you put this together in 6 months?
Even less, 4 months.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and we had over 200 attendees yesterday, and
wow.
I was just stunned. And I've been going around and talking to various people, and I saw one comment on Twitter, and somebody said, I went to the Community Leadership Summit, an awesome day of talks, no hype, no vendor-driven rubbish, really happy. And that to me was like,
we won.
This is exactly what we want. And so far people seem to have found it useful. Yes, I'm really pumped up, I'm really proud of everybody. Putting an event together like this is easy. Getting these people in the same room is the hard thing. And these people came along, and that's the people who made this event.
Right. And I understand OReilly Group donated the space because they're doing a conference here beforehand?
Yeah, so OReilly provided the conference venue space. Where Alfresco provided some of the coffee, SourceForge provided some of the coffee, Canonical provided some of the equipment, Monty Programs provided some of the equipment, and then a company called Ragaware did some t-shirts.
Great.
Yeah, and it was on all of those people they really provided that support under the premise and ethos of the event, which is that it's the neutral ground. They didn't push for keynotes or anything like that.
Right.
Completely neutral. They just wanted to support the idea of getting people passionate about community in the same room.
Right. Fabulous. Yeah. Thank you very much for putting it together. I have had a great time, and really appreciate the event and your time here today too.
Brilliant.
So
thanks so much. Cheers.
Thank you.